All right, guys, what's up? Happy New Year, everyone. First, we'll look at some good old stuff, natural gas. Looking at that today over the long break. Obviously, we had the gap down New Year's Day. Kind of just did this and then came on down. Here's my next zone. This a little support here. And then my sell zone would be up here if you were to play UGAZ, which I did play today, and DGAZ. So what I saw here was this consolidation, was this bounce here this morning. I did enter UGAZ this morning and played it up to this area here. And then I was kind of going in between, kind of chopping. But as you see, it was making higher lows there. Okay. Higher. Well, we'll look at it this way. It's the same exact chart. So easier to read on this one, anyways. Higher lows, especially on the 5-minute, you could almost do a trend line throughout this. So I did sell DGAZ. Obviously, now it's, of course, I took profit right here in this area. So I did make a little bit, but nothing crazy because I was seeing this trend line. Now that it's broken it, obviously DGAZ would be the play to hold. You could even swing DGAZ overnight if you wanted to. It is pretty low, so be careful with the bounce. It really has to break this area here, the 2.919. And this is also natural gas futures. I believe this is in regards to comparing it to the US dollar. This is easier. Okay. So we got to break the, let's see here. Well, we did kind of touch it, but we didn't close. We closed below the 2916. The next place will probably go is the 2.8. So DGAZ would be the play once my lines are drawn here. You'll see the next support. Let's see if it's on this one. Haven't made it yet, so we can make it right now if we wanted to. Ooh, let's see here. Where are we right now? So I have an idea of where we are. So this was that zone there. As you see, that was a major area. Major support there because it was an old resistance. It topped out there, became support there, touched there many times. So let's see. The next place, natural gas probably will bounce. Most likely, which will be my next zone. Let's see. After it breaks that 2.914, I would say it's coming down. Zoom out a little bit. I hate how it does that. So we'll probably be playing natural gas in its old area. Right there looks pretty good. It never really didn't close very often below there. That's good. That's a nice one. I like that one a lot. Right there. 2.887. That's your next spot. So once it breaks here, it's definitely heading down there. You'll see a bounce on UGAZ at 2.887 or wherever this would be on the other natural gas future. But you can do this yourself. This is the daily chart, so it is a little bit of a, it is a little bit larger of an actual area itself. So because you're looking at the daily, so it wouldn't be a first scalp play. These are, when you look at the daily chart, you're thinking more of swing turn plays, especially when the futures are open all the time. Alrighty. So let's look at gold while that's loading directly. Boom. Oh, man. And as you guys know, this has been here for like the last few weeks. So these are areas I drew way back in the other videos. Go back and take a look. And they're not hard to figure out. They're just major resistance zones. See how it was back here? It was kind of in between here. And then once it broke there, you knew it was going down. Same thing with right here. It did come up to this area, but then it got rejected. So then if you look like we were just a second ago, those were the areas it got rejected at before. It did rejected before that. It did bounce off this area here. You see it bounce here, and then it came up and retested, sorry, and then came back and got destroyed. And I entered down here at the 2.78. And I had a tight stop. If it broke below that, if it broke below this moving average, this was my stop, below this moving average. Because if it broke below that, also it would break below this support here, and you can guarantee we're headed down. I did average down on JDST, so I am in the money, and I sold that JNUG is the play. If this is loaded, we probably can see that. It's on 1 hour. It's still not loaded yet. Once it does, you'll be able to see that. But gold is definitely the play. The market is selling off a little bit. It did sell off. It was crazy. I was playing it last night. That thing tanked last night when it rallied up, and then it tanked, and then it just destroyed. It came all the way down to here to 25.53. Once it broke this 25.57, which was my area, that kind of made me nervous, actually. Not for me, because I'm not in any crazy positions, but right here, you see how it never closed really below this? It still didn't close below it, so that's a perfect line. Like, it did not close below 25.57. So that's why Silver says wait for the candle to form. The hourly is probably one of your best ideas. Gives you the biggest idea of what the trend is actually doing. See how this area, it never closed above this ever. Never closed. It did close above it here, though. It closed on above this on the hourly, not by much, but what I'm seeing is a just a pullback. And I'm thinking we're going to rally up to 25.24 is the next area. And then 24, let's see, where's 40? 24.40, that's where my next one is. Actually, if I look back here, I would say 24.30 first. 24.30 looks like a nice, very strong. We need to break that. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. We need to break 24.30 if we're going to go back up at all. I'll probably short at 24.30 and probably hold it. Unless it stops me out once I'm in the money, because it will bounce at 24.30. Unless there's some crazy news like Donald Trump says that there's a glitch in the market. Some people were joking about that. That made me laugh pretty good. So, $1 billion. Yeah, I just want to let you know the last couple months. All right, that's not long. Well, we'll in a second. Gold's still rallying up. Natural gas is still going down. Once it gets down to this area, I still would take profit. You can swing DGAZ. It's just we're so oversold. I don't feel comfortable doing it because there's other plays. You kind of miss the meat of the move right there. You didn't miss there. You missed it here. So I definitely made money off DGAZ, which is nice because I got killed on the way up by DGAZ as well, mainly because gap up. I mean, this thing just is stupid. It's probably going back to 2.8, though, is the next spot. So if you were to swing anything, you would swing DGAZ because that is the trend. I just don't like how it's so low. I would just intraday play it personally myself. But you can do as whatever you want. It is your money. Look at oil. This was cool. I got to sell UWT for a profit. Not huge profit, but I was down quite a bit. Mainly because this has been just consolidating back and forth. You can probably see on the hour. Yeah, you see this. I've been entering in this. Once it came down to this area here, I didn't wait for it all the way. I waited for a rejection wick like here. Once I saw a pullback to here, that's usually where I entered. I didn't enter anything crazy. I've been actually holding this position. I think it was like $9 flat, and I sold it at $9.40. Or no, I sold it at $9.80 this morning. Second time I've sold it at $9.80. I sold it at $9.80 here as well because it's a double back here. $9.80 was back here. And then I sold it at $9.80 here, and then I stopped out of the rest of my position here. So I still think UWT is the play. I think we're going to – you see how it stops here? I really wanted to – this is a cool little thing. I want it to close above this. You see how it bounced there? It did bounce there. You could actually make that a zone because of that. Right there. And I would bring this down just a tad so you get a little bit more confirmation because I touched there many times before. See how it kind of touched there, almost there. Didn't close above there. Yeah, that would be my buy zone. That's cool. That's beautiful, actually. If it touches down to 46.20 or 279, I'm going to enter in more. Trey wants to swing. I still think UWT's play. Big picture, we are on a downtrend still, but we are pretty bottomed out. We are just going sideways. So we need to see, because it did that over here too. You see how it did it sideways again? So this is cool. This is a fun thing to play. Just once it breaks this pattern, once it breaks this, it really isn't a major spot here. I don't know why I had this here. It must have been an old spot. I would say since it doesn't close a below right there. Right there. 44819 or 0.2. whatever you want to do. And then I'm going to bring this one up. This one was, I'll leave that actually. There's probably a reason I had that there. Yeah, it looks like there was a reason back in the day. So right here would be my buy spot. Right there. Right here's my buy zone for that. If it does come crashing down to there. So it's either going to come here and bounce out like it is now. It's got to close above this. It's got to close above this here, the 4.64. And that will confirm that we are on an uptrend now. We make higher high, we made a higher low. So I think this is really nice. It's turning out really good. It's fun to play. It's easy. It's easy. Don't try going after things that are difficult. There's no reason for it. This computer just is being difficult. That's why you shouldn't buy it. Yeah. But so we looked at gold, still rallying up. We looked at the market, having a pullback right now. These wicks, so just a little lesson, rejection wicks, just like we had over here. Rejection wicks, that kind of gave you the signal, hey, this is not strong. This big red candle definitely tells you, hey, we're not that strong. This is not looking actually good, but it's a doji. But we're way up high, so like I would say actually, I want to say we're going up. But my Microsoft puts are in the money, which is cool. It's the only short I have right now. So I would say we might be going down if we close below the 2,500. If we close below the 2,504 right here, guys, that's a bad sign. Like we need to stay above this. That's a major support for SPY or ES, whichever one you're playing. Doesn't matter. It's the same chart. That's a bummer. It's not loading. See if there's anything. I can go over my Forex. Right now, I'm not doing so well. But I made over $100 last night, so that's fine. Right now, these are just like long. These are just the leaving positions. Why am I selling USD? I'm selling shorting USD because gold is going up, which is showing. Usually, they correlate with one another. When gold goes up, the USD goes down because people are investing in gold and not in the US dollar in regards to buying power. So this is a sell as well. This was awesome last night. Boom, my territory. Every time I get out above this, I sold that son of a gun. And Forex, you can even go 4 hour, but I like the 1 hour because you can see it better for you guys. Every time I got above this, I had my stop up here. And I never got tagged out. These are like, look at how sketchy this is, though. This is the thing about Forex. Like, these candles are just like, okay, let's tag someone out and bring them back up. Like, that's why I put this line here, because it doesn't close above this. See how it hasn't really closed above this in the last, few weeks, really, or last, whatever, few days. So that's when I entered the short there. Right now, technically, would be a buy. I entered in a short again because of gold. I think we're going to sell off some more. So looking at the 4 hour, we're coming down to the 13574. That's where my take profit would be for that. And the reason, I'm sure it's on the daily. Yeah, look at that. Oh, that's why it's back. Yep, it's back here. Gonna be kind of difficult to see that. Yeah. So that's why I have that. Because there's a peak there and a peak there, and it didn't close above it over here. So that is why. And like I said, you can do wicks, you can do candle bodies. I like candle bodies because it's easier for me to think. Think about this. Like, no matter what this candle does within the next hour, if the body closes below here, that is your signal that that candle, like this wick, is just a sign of rejection saying, yep, that's a short. Yep, that's a short. Yep, that's a short. That is exactly what that's saying. Sorry to get off on a little bit. So that is why I'm still short. Yay, J-Nug. Oh, finally, stupid computer. Okay, so we are just cruising up on this little trend line. If I was to draw one, that is definitely it. Or you can just follow the EMA, actually. It's even easier to do that because it's about the same thing. J-Nug's a buy right now, guys. It's a buy. That's why I'm in it. And that's old JDST. But don't short this because gold is rallying up and we're going to make newer highs or higher highs. So if we were to do this here, we did close above that. Look at that. It's nice. That's going to be a spot to take note of right there. That's a spot back here as well. Hence why we didn't close it below it. See that? That's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. I wasn't actually paying attention to this side. Let's see here. And this is going to be your next area right there. So as it topped out there, damn close to 950. See how it's like a whole value though? It's just a psychological thing, and trading is psychological. So that is why that is where it is. So that'll be cool. So we got to get above this 926, and we will. I'm not worried. J-Nug, you can enter in right now, J-Nug, and you'd be fine. I mean, I'm not telling you to enter in. Yeah, so don't enter in. Use your money. Put it on your pillow. No, I'm just kidding. That's boring. Money's meant to be used. But enter in on a pullback here, guys. It is coming up here. I would just wait for you were to enter in right now. You really could enter in right now. Honestly, you just missed the bounce area at the $9. That's so cool. It still stole that $9. That psychological $9 market's huge. So yeah, you could enter now for J-Nug and swing it because it's going to keep going up. It's not showing any sign of reversal. So there was one other, if this loads. Tesla was kind of a fun play. It sold off this morning because there was some news, and news is just a bunch of crap. They didn't make their numbers, but it sold off a significant amount. It sold off to like 298. And I saw that, and I was just like, I don't like Tesla at all. I'll never own Tesla for a long-term portfolio hold. Sorry, guys. They just don't make money right now. They could in the future. Not dissing them, but I did buy them at $300 flat and wrote it up to 310, and then sold it because it was just consolidating, and the market was looking like it was going to sell off. But now it is not. And see how we're staying above this. As long as we stay above this, we are in an uptrend on the SPY. So I'll probably close my Microsoft puts for some profit. I do have a trailing stop on it right now. I have an alert on my phone. So I'll probably just take profits there and maybe enter XPXL by the end of the day. But we will see. It's hard to swing anything right now. Day trading is a lot easier. And I like personally playing the market, the SPY or ES at night. I don't know why, but it moves slower and it's easier for me to understand. Maybe it's because I'm more clear-headed, but that's just the way I am. So anyways, guys, sorry about this inconvenience on this loading. I'll also look at it another day, but just do my strategy part, and then I have a little tricks from Silver that really helps me out. Take his course. It really helps out a lot. So anyways, guys, if you have any questions, just send them to me. I'd love to answer them. Peace out, guys.